Hello everyone, Praise here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Sun the Ghost Monotype Challenge. Last time we finally got ourselves our new friend, and oh my god, I forgot about this. Alright. So we'll definitely have to go into this at some point soon, but I just want to let you know, I'm going to tell you some things about this menu. So that way you're not out of loop. So the Pokedex is the same as the Pokedex is in every other Pokemon game. You try and find Pokemon, you meet Pokemon, you add them to your Pokedex, and if you haven't seen, or if you haven't caught the Pokemon and you find it battling someone, you can actually look up where it would be in the wild. Also, the Pokedex comes with an actual completion rating, which is fun. Pokemon Refresh, we'll probably go into that more when I have need for it, really. Actually, it will come up a lot later. Your Trainer Passport, basically this is your progress card, so to say. That's really all I got for you, is it's your progress card. Your excuse me, your bag, this is where all the items you have collected throughout your journey will appear and you will use. Right now we only have the Sparkling Stone, which we'll have use for later. And lastly, Pokemon. Basically check up on your Pokemon and see their information. Now, something I should do is I should look, let's see, I should look at its stat spread and look at some things on Hulo here and see what we got here. So, let's see, so characteristic likes to fight. Oh, I wish I knew all the math behind this. So, oh, okay, I see it now. I think, let's see. Nature lacks. Okay, I'll have to look. I'll probably look this up on the side. I could probably do it right now while I'm talking, but basically, all the information that you see here on the screen will dictate what your Pokemon can and cannot do. Right now, lacks nature, which you can read on the top screen here, is that it will. I think it has, the blue number is its raised stat and its red number is its lowered stat. So, let me see. And I'm going to look this up right now, but you can check out your Pokemon, like I said, you can check out your Pokemon here. Excuse me, you can check out your Pokemon here and see exactly what it is that helps with your building of your team. So, Lax. Okay, so I had it backwards. Red is the increased stat, blue is the decreased stat, so I don't have as much special defense, but I have more physical defense. And now there are some natures that can give a Pokemon more ideal stats. I'm not a competitive battler, so I don't know any of this information. And so I don't know any of this information, and I'm not super into the competitive battling scene, unfortunately. And sorry, I'm trying to find the bottom. The character there likes to fight usually dictates what it has what its highest IV stat or I'm trying to think of internal value, I believe is what it's called. Maybe investment value, something like that. I can't tell you exactly because again, I'm not a battler. But I would have to guess that likes to fight means that it gets a hidden boost throughout its growth of its life. It gives it to its physical attack stat, which if that's the case, we'll see it as it levels up. Also down here, you can click on this little blue box and see what a Pokemon's ability does. Kind of condensed it so that way if you know it, you don't have to always pull it up, but if you don't know it, it's right there to help you. Almost all the time, the Pokemon you get as your starter will have its equivalent of powers up moves of X type based on how much health it has. So, with that being done, now I'm done with that fully lengthy explanation, we're gonna head out of the village. And I forgot to mention something I was gonna do. Oh yes, I was gonna talk about that. And actually, you being here lets me talk about more. Hey, you found me! Let's have a Pokemon battle. Here's the fire Where's the fire, boy? And what kind of Pokemon battle would that be where you don't even give a name first, huh? Fair enough. Then I'm How, and my partner's Popplio. So, unlike other Pokemon games, well, first of all, spoilers, this is your rival. But unlike other Pokemon games, your rival in this game is given the Pokemon that you have the advantage over. Thanks? Yes, let's battle. I couldn't wait for you to find your way to Iki Town, so I've been looking all over for you. I don't really like to see Pokemon battles where Pokemon get hurt, but now watch. Oh yeah, your first battle already. Just have your Pokemon dish out some moves and see who wins. Woo! I appreciate you being willing to take on my grandson. I expect a no-holds-barred battle from the both of you. So, a Pokemon battle. 9 times out of 10, when it comes to a Pokemon battle, there will be a different mechanic with it, but sometimes you can walk right up and battle someone. You battle me, I know you battle me. Yeah, I'm not losing. Very well, let the Pokemon battle begin! So Pokemon battling, and this is another explainy episode. This is probably the longest explainy I'll probably make an episode in an effort to cut down on this. So Pokemon battles, pretty simple concept. You and the trainer you're against throw a Pokemon. And then it becomes a game of what stats are better against an opponent's, or what is better against opponent's stats. Now, this function down here, the run function, is useless. At least right now. You can never run from a trainer battle. Wild battles are a different thing, which we'll get into wild battles later. Pokemon, if you have more than one Pokemon, you can switch out to any one of those Pokemon. Bag items, usually it goes into your whole bag, and you can choose any item in your bag to use on that will affect a Pokemon battle to do it. Usually it involves using potions to do a spot heal. And the bulk of it, the fighting. This time in Pokemon, instead of having everything spelled out when you select something, you have to either poke the little blue icon or hold the left trigger and hit A, and it'll pull it up. Normal type moves. Now, normal type moves are going to be an interesting sort because of the fact of being a ghost monotype. But normal type moves can hit any typing. And they are not very effective on some types. They're super effective on 0 types. And they can even miss ghost types. Like just flat out miss, no chance to hit unless you have a certain ability. Growl is a move that will lower your foe's attack stat. And Leafage is a new move that was added to kind of replace Razor Blade to start off with, because Razor Blade was Razor Leaf was too strong. Now the icon you see there basically dictates what stat it's going to use to indicate its power. If it's a starburst like that, it's a physical attack. I see. If it's a swirl like that, it's a support type attack, meaning it doesn't directly deal damage, but it can either boost skills, lower enemy skills, and do any sort of cavalcade of things. And there's a third icon we won't see for a while, but yes. Now, just so you know here, we have the upper hand in this battle, like I mentioned before. Popplio is a water type, Rowlet being a grass type. So we by default have the upper hand on this fight, and we're actually tied for speed with this Pokemon. I'll try and get more into discussions about speed and all that stuff later. And level up. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was secretly hoping to get something special in this game. Now let's see. Oh yes, there it is. +2 to my attack stat. So I think I may have pegged its characteristics pretty well. So these stats here that I have to say, I gotta talk about it because, like I said, it's like I act like this is introductory to everybody. HP, how much life points you have. Attack, how much damage your physical attacks will do, which, when butting heads with an opponent's defense stat, will dictate how much damage they actually take. Attack plus or minus the type of move you're using, plus or minus super effectiveness, which is ×2 damage. Then subtract, and then use the opponent's defense to subtract that out. That whole shtick. Special attack and special defense are basically the same thing as attack and defense. when it comes to that. Special attack plus power minus opponent, all that jazz. There's actual like graphs out there. Speed is a stat that a lot of people like to focus on, is because the speed stat dictates who will go first in a fight. If two Pokemon share a speed stat, or if the two Pokemon fighting have the same speed stat, then they alternate turns who will go before the other one. Also, always referred to as a speed tie. Yeah, I beat How, because you're definitely supposed to not lose that. That gave me chicken skin! Okay, you are an odd fellow. How, you are an odd fellow. Reroll was awesome! Now it settles it. I'm going all out tomorrow. Ice Sparkle. Would you be so kind of give me a look at that sparkling stone you have there? This thing that I just found and I was given to by a small child behind you? Could it be? Tutu, isn't that... You were rescued by Tapu Koko at the bridge. Isn't that what I heard? Yes, and that's when I got the stone. So it even deemed you to give you a stone. Perhaps you are here in Alola because this is where you are meant to be. Allow me to borrow this stone for now. Fret not, I will return it to you tomorrow evening. It would seem that you have the makings of a fine trainer. You must do us the honor of joining in our festival tomorrow. Festival? We had a lot of festivals. First, let's make sure you get back home safe today. Lily, you two should come with us too, yeah? Wouldn't want to go losing you twice in one day. You are that precious Pokemon of yours. Well, I will keep an eye on Nebby. Would you try not to escape the very moment that you were told not to wander off? You know, for being a secret, it's like it's a secret to everybody. Abonantish. And with that, the game properly resets. Welcome back. So, what kind of Pokemon did you get? I got Borb. I got a small Borb. He's adorable. You see? What? So what? Where's my option that says because it's a monotype? I'm having an issue here. Okay, but let's be real. It's cute. Well, then you picked right because I'd say this little charmer is definitely cute and cool. Also, choices and dialogue don't... This is one mark I have against Gen 7. Is that yes, it gives you choices for dialogue in a lot of situations. But nearly all the time they have it all written out just perfectly where no matter what you pick, they say the same thing. Hi, Meowth. Would you like to meet the Rowlet? Don't take the Rowlet away. Ah, that jingle. It simply means, hey, guess what? You got a full heal. Now I think at this point, the setting of the world will reflect what time it is for you. At least I think. What a stunning sunset. Alright, today's the day I finally unpack. Yeah. Remember that other thing I said how she was lying? I'll go see. Here I go. Derp, derp. You me go. Derp, derp. Go get door. By the way, someone's gonna let themselves in. You never get to answer your own door. Ever. Ever. Hey there. It's about time we set up for the festival, yeah? But first, now that you're a real Pokemon trainer with your very own Pokemon and all, I gotta show you something. Come with me out to Route 1. Okay. Are we gonna learn something about how to make our own food in the wild? Because I kinda need that. Should have a good time with your new Pokemon. Me and Meowth will be sure to unpack every last box here. You'll see. Spoilers. She never unpacks the house. Ever. I'm not exaggerating. I also don't know why I'm whispering at you. There we go. So, at some point between... Now, I think... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe at this point, sometime between 8 and 9 o'clock, the game goes into sunset mode. And then after that, it goes into nighttime mode. Then your Pokemon use your agility. So yeah, that's Kukui's Kirk? He's Captain Kirk now. That's Kukui's quirk, by the way, is that every Pokemon professor has something that they are interested in. And it usually fits the theming of the game as well, which we'll actually discover exactly what his quirk is later on. Yeah, over here! So you know the wild Pokemon sometimes jump out at you in tall grass, yeah? Now that you got Rowlet there, you can not only fight wild Pokemon, you can try to catch them! I'm going to try to show you how to catch a wild Pokemon, alright? Keep your eyes on the prize. You do that, Kukui. So, oh, hi, Pick-a-Peck. So, wild encounters work almost exactly like this. We'll get more into that later on, but starting out, you want to try and weaken your opponents. At this level, usually one or two attacks will do it pretty easily. Now, earlier on, it's much easier to catch a Pokemon. Like, you can basically just throw out a Pokeball at these early levels, like almost the moment you see them, and you'll catch it almost without fail. There are going to be a few exceptions because different Pokemon have different rates of capture, and as you go throughout your adventure, the rate of capture or capture rate increases and fluctuates based on what you have, or fluctuates based on how rare Pokemon is, how powerful they are at that time, so on and so forth. So a lot of Pokemon here, it's usually out of 255 hex values and whatnot. But starting out here, I think most Pokemon you will encounter in these first few routes will have a capture rate of like 200 out of 255, meaning it's almost impossible to not catch at full health. Wild Pokemon do sometimes attack people if they get close, but catch them and they'll join your team and be a great help to you, yeah? But if your Pokemon gets all tuckered out by fighting for you, just head home for a bit. And she'll let you, and if you head home, you can rest up your whole team. Or you could use some potions. Here's a Pokeball's potion to get you started. So, I mentioned potions. Well, there's Pokeballs. This is how you'll catch your Pokemon, your additional team members. And potions will heal you for 20 HP. You can use them in and out of battle. Why don't you have a little adventure of your own on the way to Ikitan, yeah? Take good care. So, you are finally let loose on our adventure. Now, this is something that well, I'm going to go through our first battle here, first wild battle, but repeat fights I'm probably going to start cutting out. And starting out here, I don't know if Pick-a-Peck has a certain move, but we're going to hope it doesn't, so I don't get bodied here. But anyway, I should say, so Pick-a-Peck is a normal flying type. Now, this becomes rougher using Rowlet to start, because Rowlet has grass moves, flying resists grass type moves. And also, let me see here. So, okay, 40. So, it's better off just to go with Tackle. Now, moves you can use. Oh, it does have it. Oh, that's bad day. Flying is super effective on grass types, by the way. But I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle through and through. Get some early experience. Now, there was something I was going to say here, and I've already forgotten it. Oh yes, type bonuses. So there's something called same type attack bonuses, or stab for short, where if you use a move that your Pokemon shares a type with, it'll get a 1.5 times multiplier to its damage at the end of the calculation. Meaning, Tackle does 40 damage, Leafage does 40 damage, but because Rowlet is grass type, it instead does 60 damage. Oh, we're gonna get into our little care system here. I'm over here, buddy. But being that flying resists grass types, excuse me, being that flying does resist grass types, you will be. I'm trying to think here. Being that flying does resist and does damage to grass types, the ending calculation is because it resists grass type attacks, it does half damage. So 60 times times 0.5 gives you 30, whereas tackle would just be a flat 40. Just the calculations you can run in your head. Anyway, Pokemon Refresh. You can give Pokemon beans, which are replacement for the Poffins. There's different tools you can use to clean up Pokemon after battle. These tools can be used to basically make a Pokemon recover from certain status effects, which you will see later. Right now, Rowlett's covered in fluff and fuzz, so we need to comb out all that bad. Just gotta brighten up his day. And doing this will raise the happiness of your Pokemon, which means it will do certain things for you in battle. As I mentioned, we also have some beans. We'll get more into how we can get better beans later on, but for now, grab yourself a bean and just... Do you want this? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, I dropped it. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, okay. I just want you to nod. Yes? Just nod at it. There you go. And then chomp down, buddy. This is what I'll usually do in Pokemon Refresh if I have a Pokemon with a status affliction that I know I can cure. Yes, hi. Also, I think it's got camera sensing, but hi. I'll usually come in here. Bowtie is a nice spot. But yes, this will basically increase the happiness of your Pokemon after a battle. You just do it little bits here and there, like I just did there after every battle. Your Pokemon will become happy with you super fast. And let's see. I'll have to go through the patch of grass. Now, something I will be doing from here on out is if it's a repeat battle. If it's a repeat battle, like I've already found the Pokemon. Excuse me, if I've already found the Pokemon once and we're battling it again, I'll just cut the fight altogether, so you guys don't have to sit through it. Meaning that I will only show new encounters on a route. I won't show or talk about any encounters that are rare encounters or anything like that. Leave some of the adventure up to you guys. But I will make note of certain Pokemon on a route that you can't catch that I might recommend. Much like around here, much like around this route, we can't, not this route, but another route close by, you can find a certain Pokemon that you need for Pokedex completion. I bring this up specifically because I have a copy of Pokemon Moon that has 100% Pokedex completion according to the Alolan Pokedex. The Alolan Pokedex doesn't include Pokemon, well, it will not include Pokemon outside of its 300 roster as completion for the Pokedex. Anyway, enough battling aside, I want to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Pokemon Moon Ghost Monotype Challenge. And come back next time when we'll make our way to Iki Town and participate in the festival. And maybe do some things beyond that. You all have a great rest of your day, and take care.